What's going on? This video today, we're going to talk about discipline. All right, discipline, discipline, discipline. Make sure you stay disciplined, man. You'll be disciplined. Basically, um, even on your business, right? Not just business, man. Not just business. On your life, man. Your daily life. Make sure you discipline yourself. To do the right things, right? To do the right things. Whether somebody is looking at you or nobody is looking at you. Okay? Make sure you stay disciplined because discipline will take you far in life. You being disciplined will take you far in life, man. If you say you're going to do something, make sure that you are disciplined enough to do it. Okay? And when you say you're not going to do something, also make sure that you are disciplined enough not to do it. Okay? Because sometimes we confuse discipline, and being also people pleasing, right? If we say we're not going to do something because somebody is not happy about the decision that we made, we might change our decisions. Be disciplined enough. If you say no, your no is a no. If you say yes, your yes is a yes. It's one thing that I always keep in mind or keep with me. When I was 14 years old, I used to play soccer a lot. I was in a team, and there's this guy named Wildman, right? He used to tell me, look, in life, anybody, it's for anybody. For you to get anywhere in life, you gotta have discipline, and you have to have no's, yeses, and noses, right? You gotta have yes and no's, right? You have to be disciplined enough when you say yes, you commit to your yes. And you have to be disciplined enough when you say no, you commit to your no. Say, this will take you a long way in life. You say, if you ever forget anything I ever tell you, don't forget about these two things. When you say yes, commit to it. When you say no, commit to it. Because don't move under pressure. Don't do things when you are pressured. If you know you're not going to deliver, don't say yes. If you know for sure that you're not going to deliver, don't say yes. And when you say no, stay firm. Be positive. Be disciplined enough that you know that you make the right choice, okay, by saying no. Okay? Because we sometimes say no to something and then we end up doing it because we want to please somebody, okay? Not ourselves. Majority of the time when we say no, it's because it was a decision that we take for ourselves, right? But when we change that, it's because we might want to make somebody happy or please somebody, okay? I've learned, man, in the past couple of years that just because you say yes, if that's not going to change anybody's opinion about you, just because you're trying to please somebody or you people pleasing, it's something that I will repeat that I have to cure myself of doing is people pleasing. Don't do things to be liked by people. Don't do things because you want somebody to like you. Do things because you are disciplined enough that you know that that's what you want to do, and you will keep going, okay? You will stick to it no matter what. That's what discipline is, okay? No matter what, you will stick to it. Whether it's failure, whether it's success, okay? You will stick to it until you make it through, until you turn your failure into a success, right? So, for example, if you're working on a business, right, you have a business idea, and the first few months, the business is not how you envision the business to be like. Don't be lazy. If you used to get up at 6 in the morning to go to your business 5 in the morning, and you start, going at 7, that's when you're undisciplined, right? That's called undisciplined. But if you continue going at 6 like you usually do, like you promise yourself to do, that's discipline, okay? That's discipline. Whether you see this result or you don't see the result, you still stick to the plan. Okay, you stick to the plan. That's called discipline. And I understand that and realize that, man, a lot of us don't have discipline, right? We lack discipline. That's why a lot of things doesn't work for us in life because we lack the discipline, man. You know, we say we're gonna wake up at 5 in the morning. We might do it 1 or 2 days, but on the third day, we refuse to get up. Okay? We snooze the alarm clock because we lack the discipline to get up, in the time that we say we was going to get up, or we wanted to get up, or we promised ourselves to get up. We say we're going to open a business, start a business. We keep procrastinating, right? We keep procrastinating, say next year, next month, because we lack of discipline to even follow up to our own word, to even our own things that we're saying, right? We promise ourselves to do something we not even deliver to our own self. That's lack of discipline. So make sure that we all have to make sure that we have what we call discipline, man. Small discipline, big discipline, whatever we have to do, we gotta have discipline, man. Without discipline, we cannot go anywhere. We cannot go anywhere without discipline. Not in our jobs, not in our business, not in life, not in relationship. And it's something that I have to discover myself. I'm not the most disciplined person in the world, but I've learned to be disciplined because my lack of discipline have kept me behind. Okay, I've done messed up a lot in my life just because of discipline. I've done stay behind in life just because of discipline. So I've learned, discipline is a big thing. To get anywhere in life, you gotta have discipline. For anything to work out for you, you gotta have discipline. Without discipline, nothing going to work. I don't care what you do, without you having discipline, nothing going to work. And successful people knows that. Unsuccessful people don't know that. Or unsuccessful people basically denying that. Okay? It's not because they don't know that they have to be disciplined, it's because they deny it. They act like discipline is not a big thing. Discipline is really huge. It's really huge. If you want to be successful in your life, if you want to be successful in anything you're doing, or be successful at whatever it is that you want to do, you got to have discipline. Athletes, man, that's why I give a lot of great athletes a lot of credit. The best athletes in the world, man, they become great because they are disciplined. The best business owners in the world, they become the best business owners because they're disciplined. Okay? The greatest motivation speakers in the world is based on discipline. Okay? Scientists, teachers, entrepreneurs, entertainers, everybody who make it in life is because they have discipline. And a lot of people that fail in life, if you talk to them, if you interview them, they'll tell you it's because of lack of discipline. Because talent alone cannot take you anywhere. Talent alone cannot take you anywhere. Without discipline, you could be the most talented person in the world, the most entertaining person in the world, the smartest person in the world. Without discipline, you will fail. You're not going to advance in life because discipline is the key to success. And myself, every day I wake up, I give myself a time to wake up, whether I'm going, somewhere or not going anywhere, unless I decided, to take, a rest that day or that time, that I don't follow up to what I said. Because when you promise yourself, you have to start with yourself first. You have to start with yourself first. You have to have discipline in the small things to have discipline in good and great things, right? If you say yes, your yes have to be a yes. If you say no, your no gotta be a no. If you say you're going to do something, make sure that you go and do it. Okay? If you say you're going to get up every day at 5 in the morning, make sure you get up at 5 in the morning. If you say you're going to do 10 push-ups, 20 push-ups, 100 push-ups, make sure you do that. If you say you're going to hit the gym, make sure you do that. Going running, make sure you do that. Because it's discipline that's going to take us somewhere. It's our discipline that's going to help us move forward in life, become great in life. Okay? Without discipline, we cannot do anything. So I encourage you, and I encourage everybody watching this video to start implementing discipline in your life. To start implement discipline in your life, in your business, in your day-to-day activities, right? If you have discipline and the smallest thing, that's mean you can implement that in the big things that you're doing. And you're going to see the difference. You're going to see the difference. And a lot of things that I'm saying is because I know in my life where I have lacked discipline and I see the outcome out of it. Because I see the outcome, I can talk about it. I can sit here and talk about you have to be disciplined, because every time that I'm not disciplined, I never get the result that I want or I'm looking for. And that's in everything that I've done. Whenever I'm not applying discipline, I lose, man. I lost, dog. Like, I lost. And I hate losing. I know losing sometimes is part of life, but I hate losing. But I know why I lost. It's because of lack of discipline. Every time I look back on something that I didn't do good, I didn't do great at it, or I wasn't good at it, it's because of my lack of discipline. It's not because I couldn't do it. It's not because I wasn't equipped to do it, but because I let the lack of discipline took over and I didn't follow through how I'm supposed to. I didn't do what I needed to be done for as discipline. That's why things like that happens. So that's why today I decided to make this little video talking about discipline, because I know a lot of things happening in my life where I'm at right now, personally, is because of lack of discipline. These things that I know, if I had applied discipline last year by this time, where I could have been, how things would have been. Last year, before this time, or prior to this time, I wasn't applying all the discipline that I needed to apply in my personal life. And I see where I'm at, and I see how things been for me. And it's not a good feeling at all when you know that you behind or you lost because of discipline. It's not a good feeling at all. And I know for a fact that I dedicate myself to always apply discipline in whatever I'm doing. Anything that I'm doing, big or small, I have to be disciplined. I have to tell myself or remind myself every day to apply discipline, to have discipline. So that's the only way forward, guys. That's the only way forward. And this is all I have for you today. And I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace.